We got a lot of young guys that haven't played ball yet, that are going to be big for us and really explosive for us, and getting the ball in their hands, or even like being a decoy or distraction to the defense to set something up or something else up for a few of the other guys. So trying to get those guys in the right place at the right time, right steps and things like that. Watching extra film with them, whatever it may be, and then also got a young quarterback in the room that is actually a new role for me. I actually said it today in practice, because in practice I can come to the sideline, I can talk to the wide receivers, DB or wide receivers, tight ends, things like that. Maybe talk a little trash to the other side. But this year so far it's been a little different with trying to help the young guy out, Malachi, and being right behind him. And today I normally stand right behind him, just in case, just to make sure. He's done a good job so far of getting everything down, but just in case he needs some help or anything like that. It also helps me. What I've been trying to reach is kind of be the coach on the field, and so I'm able to be out there, and Coach Riley's on the sideline, and help him. And today, Coach Riley, I was on the sideline, and Malachi went out there, and he was like, "You gonna go help him?" And I just kind of forgot. And last year, in the past couple of years, I haven't had to do that. So it's a new role for me, which is awesome, and something that I'm taking on full steam.
How much of a relationship did you guys have before you guys got started out here?
Yeah, I've known Malachi for years, through QB camps, and he's been a grade behind me or so, 2 grades, and he's been a guy that's kind of just sat back and watched, and when he's had his times, he's shined and performed at either his camps or anything like that. And I've always helped, and we've always talked ball whenever time we had.
Well, Mason Cobb just told us that Marshawn is the real deal.
Yeah.
What stands out about him? And did you know him in high school?
I've known Marshawn since 8th grade, and it's my first time actually being on the same team as him since 8th grade. And before 8th grade, or not before 8th grade, before high school, it was me and him versus each other, and then we got to high school, it was me and him versus each other at rival schools, and now we're able to play with each other. And before he got here, I knew he was the real deal, so it's no surprise to me. He has good vision. He catches the ball well out of the backfield. We might plus him out and things like that, and he'll get the ball in his hands and he'll do his thing. He's been doing the same thing since 8th grade, and it's no surprise to me.
What's been your first impression of guys like Dorian Singer and Zach Branch?
Yeah, Zach Branch is an explosive little dude, high energy, high effort, and just trying to keep all of that and kind of put it into one, and make sure he's the complete player. And that means he has all the physical tools, make sure he has all the mental stuff down, whether it's splits, whether it's steps on a route, whether it's the option of go high or go low, just kind of the ebbs and flows of first getting out here and getting out here with these guys. It's a little frustrating sometimes when you're trying to go and drive versus a defense that's going to talk trash to you, but he's been doing an awesome job, and ever since he's gotten here, and even before that, trying to learn the plays and playbook. He's done a great job. And Dorian, y'all have seen him play, and what he did versus us last year, and he's coming out here, and throwing the ball to him has been fun. Everybody has things to learn, myself included, but we've all been in the film room with each other, kind of getting on the same page with each other. So when we get out here, it's maybe a little easier, or we understand what we want or what I want.
Caleb, when you set out for a season after you've won the Heisman Trophy, named the best player in college football, how do you mentally think about I have to be better than that? What is that process like when you're determining your goals and all that?
I actually just set my goals today, my self goals that I want to accomplish, and then also team goals, and also goals down the line. That's on my home screen, and I do that every year. It helps me, kind of get an idea of where I want to be at, and every year it's going to be better. And I want to be better than I was last year. There was things that I could have done better last year that I'm trying to do now. There's a lot more that I know, and I just want to be the best. And every opponent, you've seen me after our losses last year, and they hurt. And so I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for what we got coming, and it's going to be exciting.
Last year was a success. Obviously, it could have been better the way it ended.
Yep.
What's been your message to your group as a whole?
Yeah. The message really hasn't changed. Every year we want to go win a national championship, and so to do those things, you got to focus on the small things and the small details. And so maybe we've changed some habits, and you've heard me say it: change your habits, change your dreams. And we've changed some habits and trying to reach those goals that we know that are at the end of the season, and that everybody knows that every team wants right now in spring ball. Every team wants during the season, but who's going to be the team that actually change and change their habits to reach their goals at the end of the season. And that's something that we've been trying to do and reach towards.
Let's do one more.
What is your process like in terms of determining what your goals are going to be? Like today, do you sit down just like for a couple hours, or like what's your whole process going on with that?
Well, it's a few months into the new year, and I didn't set them as soon as the new year started. And so I took my time figuring out what I want for myself, and you know, we already have our team goals set. And so for myself, I took some time and sat down and focused on what do I want, how can I be better, and a lot of it was about efficiency. And obviously, if I'm more efficient, the more yards the more touchdowns, the more yards, and things like that I'll have. And so a lot of it's about being efficient and focusing on those type of goals.
Thank you, Caleb.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.